Hello, we are from FRI-119. Here it is about our final report. The first one is about business description. So our company's name is Yoguroto. The production company that produces kitchen utensils that is meat cutter. The product is called as Pote. Pote is a cube-shaped meat cutter in dimension of 20 x 20 x 6 centimeters. This utensil consists of bingkai utama, main frame, bingkai pisau, knife frame with 5 blades, cutting net, and cider. The vision of our company is making a national crest manufacturing company by producing major products in the form of meat cutters and well formulation, maintaining good product quality and develop innovative products. Next, we go to the distance between suppliers and credit allocation sections. As you can see, here the distance between company and the supplier, and the distance is shown on the slide. Next, we go into site selection with the rating factor. About Kabupaten Bandung, the rating factor is 7.5. Kota Bandung and Kabupaten Bandung is shown on the slide. So the conclusion is the chosen alternative site for factory location is in Kabupaten Bandung. The reason is because Kabupaten has the highest factor rating compared to other alternatives. For Kabupaten Bandung is 76. Now we go into STP and marketing mix. For segmenting, based on segmenting, Pote is devoted to culinary industrial environment in the field of processed meat. Pote will be sold to companies that need it is sold in large quantities. Therefore, the company focuses on the B2B method or business to business. Next, targeting. This product targeting is an entrepreneur engaged in processed meat culinary, such as satay. Then we go to positioning. Pote is a tool that can be used in the culinary industry, which has tagline, helps the work of the company easier. Next, we go into place. So Yoguroto is located in Ciwastra, and the products will be distributed to companies engaged in culinary equipment, especially those who need meat in West Java. Then the product, Pote is a meat cutter that can cut quite a lot of meat. The main frame of the product is made of plastic, so the price of the product can be reduced. The knife in a Pote uses a hand knife that is devoted to meat. And for the price, Pote will be sold in a price range for around 484,970 until 700,000, 56,413 rupiahs. For the promotion is done by offering products directly to culinary companies, and Yoguroto will take part in trade exhibitions so that the company can carry out trade promotions. Next, we go into the marketing strategies and plans. So for the strength, the product can cut meat in a large quantities in a fast time, has a durable material, and plastic material makes the product cheaper and lighter. And for the weaknesses, the tools is still not very well known by the public. UMKM generally still use the conventional way of cutting meat. Then for the opportunities, the culinary business development is growing rapidly, especially in the processed meat. Existing products are difficult to use, while Pote is easy to use. And the last one is threat. People have not been able to accept Pote products because they are accustomed to using knives. Next, we go into the production and marketing plan. For the demand of our company is 4,941, and for the sales target, after all the calculations from year 2021 to 2026, the amount of buyer is shown as the slide. And for the production target, for the year 2021 to 2026, the production for whole year is shown on the slide. Then we go into rating sheet section. In our company, there consists of 14 operations, and these are machine required actual for each operation, and the total of machine required actual is 14 machines. Next, we go into the determination maximum unit load. Here we go about the facilities. It consists of 32 facilities, and the frequency of each of facilities is shown on the slide.
And then we have our organizational structure is CEO, special HRD staff, specialist finance staff, production manager, marketing and sales manager, operation production, and staff marketing and sales. And then the total number we need is 13. And then we determine the allowance, and we give the allowance is 1 meter for each operators, and then unit location is 13, and maximum stacking is 1200. So we got allowance is 1 meter. So we can get the resume of total allowance. Total allowance for operator is 1 meters, allowance of material is 1 meter for each facilities, and allowance of material movement is 1 meter for each facilities. And then we decided the total area. We can see the total area we get is as on the screen. And then we consider the total area of office. Facility name is office table, storage, and office chair. And then the total area is 66 meters square. And then we decided the direct material cost. As you can see, the direct material cost is for next 5 years, and then indirect material cost also for 5 years next. And we can choose the total of investment. Total of investment is as you can see on the screen, and then because we use the 3 machine, so we get the maintenance cost for each years, and then the maintenance cost also increase, and then the electricity cost because we also use the 3 machine as jigsaw machine, scraping machine, and airbrush.
So this is the initial layout of the RSC activation chart. So this is the initial layout of the vehicle company. The layout was obtained by calculating the area of each production floor, facilities, and the area of office facilities. The coordinates point were obtained from the previous calculation, in which will be used to determine the final layout using the WinQSB. So this is the final layout. The coordinate that has been obtained will be used in WinQSB program along with the UFD calculation that has been carried out. The WinQSB program will display the minimum calculation result by comparing the coordinates of the area of the facility with the cost of transportation between facilities on the production floor. So this is the rendering result using SketchUp. So this is financial report. This financial data is there is 5 sections. Those are direct costs, total overhead costs, total production costs, total operational costs, and total production costs and operational. So the total direct costs are obtained from direct material costs and direct labor salaries that have been calculated the previous module, which is the material cost module. The total overhead costs are obtained from electricity costs, management aspect costs, and investment costs that have been calculated in the previous module. And the sum to obtain the overhead costs. Total production cost is the sum of total direct costs and total overhead costs. So this is the fund requirement. The fund requirement are the sum of fixed investment obtained from investment costs plus the working capital that are obtained from financial data plus SIUP costs and trademark costs. Source of fund is the accumulation of percentage of owner's equity and bank's loan, as you can see on the screen. So this is the simulation of installment debt with the long repayment period is 60 months with interest at 9.95% and the installment per month as you can see on the screen. So here is the cost of goods sold. The cost of goods sold is the cost incurred by the company to produce a product. As you can see on the screen, the selling cost per product with the percent of profit 40% is, as you can see on the screen. Here is the profit loss income statement. So the earning after interest and tax for each year, as you can see on the screen. And here is the cash flow. The balance sheet also is used to determine whether the total asset and liabilities are balanced. If the balance sheet is balanced, it means that there is no errors on every account. The correct balance sheet should be in balance. So here is the feasibility. As you can see on the screen, the NPV value is greater than 0, which means the business analyzed can be said to be feasible, and the length of time to return the investment is around 2 years. And the value of interest rate of return is greater than the reference bank interest, so it can be concluded that the analyzed business can provide higher returns. So the BCR value analyzed is greater than the value of 1, so the business analyzed can be said to be feasible. I think that's all from us, and thank you for your attention.